excited about this speech because this is what I'm familiar with. I'm going to teach you how to design a room in your home. And why this is beneficial for you is these are steps that you can follow. I am a designer, and these are steps that I follow, and it's something to look forward to if you're hiring a designer, but it's also steps that you can just do as a homeowner, somebody who wants to design a room. So first of all, I'd like to go over what a home is. Some of the synonyms for home is familiar, family, at rest, homey, in one's element, intimate, recognizable, homespun, simple, and commonplace. So to sum it up, your home is your sanctuary. So you want to make it yours. You want to make it a place that you go to and are comfortable in. I want to share a quote by Albert Hadley. Decoration is really about creating a quality of life and the beauty in that life that nourishes the soul, that makes life beautiful. That's what all this is about, not just what's in and what's out. Okay, so the steps to designing a room. Number one is programming. Programming is simply collecting information from the client, and it's as easy as this. I met with Anne Trishelle, and she gave me words, information, and this is what I wrote down. This is as simple as what programming is. It's me getting inside of Anne Trishelle's head and understanding what she wants, what's her vision for this room. A few words were pretty, girly, Audrey Hepburn, Marilyn Monroe. I mean, she's talking glamour here, Hollywood glamour, purple walls, crystal, glitter. Those are some of the things she told me. I could get from that what she wants. Second, we move to examination of the space. And that's physically going into the room and examining it. Are the walls sheetrock? Are they brick? What are the floors? How high are the ceilings? Where are the doors and windows located? You take a physical examination of the room. And then third, you simply sketch out the space. A lot of you say, well, I can't draw. It's not drawing. This is her sketch. You draw walls, those lines. It's just one wall, one wall, one wall. You put in doors. Everybody can do this. But it's your roadmap. This is the beginning of what you're doing. Right from there, you measure the room. And you put those measurements on your roadmap here. From here to here is 15 foot. From here to here, 10 foot 4. You simply are measuring. And it's very, very important to get the measurements correct, especially in kitchen and bath if you're designing in that, because you're having built-ins. You have cabinets. And if you're a 1/4 inch off there, you're going to be a lot more at the end of your line. So after you sketch out your space, you measure, now you're going to document what the client's needs and wants are in the room. So this was Anne Trishelle's boudoir, as she described it. So she wanted a whole wall full of mirrored cabinets. This is where her wardrobe's going to be. Adjacent to that, she wanted a mirrored vanity. She's going to be putting on her makeup. She does her That's Anne Trishelle in this room, so she's going to have a backdrop here. And she mentioned wanting a wall of pictures over on this wall here. And then she said, I want a beautiful white chaise lounge in the middle of the room. So everything she's told me, I've put inside of this room, exactly as she's told me it. So at number 6, then you're going to address any known issues. So when she's telling me this, and I put everything in here, if I take a cabinet that's 20 inches and a vanity mirror that's about 24 inches, and then I do the math, that's about 4 foot. And if I take 4 foot away from this 10 foot space, that only allows 6 foot, and she wants to put a chaise in the middle of the room. So right there, that's an issue that I need to address. There's not going to be enough room for movement. So then we settle that issue right then and there. These are some of her inspirations that she sent to me. This is what she's looking for. As I said, this is actually her paint color. And this is what I've done as a designer. This is what benefits you as hiring a designer, is we have the ability to put it into a software program and to actually make a floor plan. Right here is the door where you come in. This is her wall of cabinets for her wardrobe. Adjacent to that, this is her mirrored vanity. She has a closet in the room existing that she's going to use just for shoes, because all of her wardrobe will be here. And as I mentioned before, there's not enough room to put the chaise in the middle of the room. So we settled that issue by maybe putting it over here where her wall of pictures will be. She still has that wall, but now she can still have that chaise also. Bless you. This is a digital image of that same room, where I can put a camera inside the room, and you get a good idea of what it looks like. Okay? And just some design considerations in conclusion. Function of the space. What is the room going to be used for? This is Aunt Rochelle's place. She's going to work, relax, and house her clothing. Psychological considerations. What kind of lighting do you need in the room? What kind of privacy needs? Durability. What kind of materials need to be used in that room? The upkeep of everything. Cost, budget. Everybody has a budget, and you really need to stick to it. Okay? And then aesthetic qualities. The first words that Aunt Rochelle said to me, as I wrote down on programming, is this is Aunt Rochelle's room. So it was very obvious that this was going to be an individual use. Her husband was not going to be going in this room very often. So I hope this information is very informative for you guys and something that you can take home and use. Thank you.
Thank you. Questions?
Yes, ma'am.
What was that? Did you use like a program to get that 3D image of the room?
Yes, I did. That program I actually use is called Chief Architect. I've had no formal training on it, and this is what, like I said, is beneficial for you. You can download these programs. I've had formal training on AutoCAD here at school, but Chief Architect is a program that I taught myself, and that is what I use to do this, and it's what I use on a daily basis. And anybody can do it. It's very, very simple. Yes, ma'am.
What got you into designing in the first place?
Well, I love drawing, I love art, I love all that. I was first a real estate agent, and that just led to why not do what I love and marry the two with real estate and design. Yes, ma'am.
Realistically, with everything that you've seen, everything you've done with your expertise, what is a going rate for what you charge?
Myself, I like to give a flat rate. A lot of other people like to do an hourly rate. I think that can be very difficult. I think a lot of people, for the price range that I want to stay in, so that I can help a lot of people, it's more realistic to give a simple flat rate than opposed to an hourly rate, because I don't know how many times I may need to meet with you, how many issues I may need to address. So there's not just one number. It just all depends on, after I spec out everything in the room, how much all that is and what you're doing in the room.
So how much would a room, the room that you did for Aunt Rochelle, how much would something like that cost?
With the built-ins, they most likely would need to be somewhat custom. You can find some, but she wants floor to ceiling, she wants them mirrored, so they most likely will need to be more custom made. It's very hard to say.
Okay.
For instance, I'm having the kitchen remodeled right now for custom built-in cabinetry in the kitchen. It's not a very large kitchen. Price range is $26,000. That's for the cabinets alone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when you add in everything else, flooring, paint, appliances, stuff like that, the range can very easily get to 50. It just depends on what you're doing in the room and what's needed.
Do designers normally charge for the consultations, such as what you did with Aunt Rochelle? Is there a charge associated with that?
Some do, some don't. A lot of times the designer will meet on the first time for free and get an idea of what's going on. Every meeting after that would be a part of an hourly charge.
Okay. Any other questions? Well, thank you so much. Aunt Rochelle, you got free work done.
I did.